morning. It's the 60 Seconds to Serenity with Gregg Hammond. And Happy New Year. 2018 is here. 2018 is here. And the new year is usually a time when people set goals, right? We've talked about setting those goals, and usually by the third day, a lot of people have wavered a bit and allowed that to the thought process, the self-judgment that happens from hitting the realization that you may not have gotten off to this, fantastic start. Well, you have if you've even thought about doing something. You've already been off to a fantastic start. So you want to keep your vibration high, because then you'll be able to pull in and attract more of what you want when you're on that high vibration. So the 60 Seconds to Serenity that we've been doing, all of these tools where we've used the breathing and our affirmations and our gratitude, have been laying the groundwork for planting the seeds. And as you come into a brand new year like this, it's a fantastic time, fantastic opportunity to be a little less judgmental of yourself, if you find that that is something that happens for you, and realize that you're taking small steps, right? We're going day by day. And like anything that you're working on where the repetition is helping you advance, you have to be patient with the process and realize that you can't get to where the goal is all at once, and that being patient with yourself is part of that self-love that we're working on, keeping that vibration high, where you realize you're doing the best that you can. You really are doing the best you can. And you will keep moving forward as long as you keep yourself in a high vibration and stay focused. So we've worked on some very powerful affirmations about health, and a lot of people focus for a new year that they want to change some habits, and that's very important to change those habits. If you have habits that you don't like, that you become aware of, part of the 60 Seconds to Serenity tools we've been working on is building our awareness, and our awareness of things around us, our awareness of whether we're reacting or responding, the awareness that we have the tools and we have the ability to shift our vibration from a reactive vibration into a responding vibration, much higher, knowing that we actually can do that, control the vibration, right? And for anyone who's working on the health, right, the shifting into good health, the habits that you're trying to eliminate aren't necessarily going to change overnight, right? Those habits have been, you've created them, they've become part of what you don't even realize that you're doing a lot of times. It's just the habitual behavior is a routine, and you go through an hour without noticing. And an example of how that works is when you've driven, you've been in the car driving or riding along, and you've gone from one point to another point and been very focused on some other things, thinking about things you're going to change or things that you're delighted about, wherever you might be. And the result is that you kind of don't remember. You're in your conscious mind, you say, oh, I don't remember the last 15 minutes, like you were on autopilot, right? And that's because things have become habitual, especially if somebody else is driving. But even when you're the person driving, that these things happen because the habits have been created over repetition, and it's not necessarily bringing you the things that you want. So changing in a new year, changing old habits, getting rid of them, is possible through 60 Seconds to Serenity tools that we've been talking about here. the breathing slowly, like the water coming in on the beach behind me there. Those waves come in slowly. You're using that breathing, slow breath in and back out, to bring yourself to the calm mind. And the calm mind is the superpower. I mentioned through the 60 seconds to serenity that I've been doing in the mornings for everyone as my gift, as my give back through the end of 2017. I've been talking about the calmness of mind, the serene mind being your superpower, your higher faculties of thought, pairing that with breathing, controlled breathing, and you've maybe heard that in yoga classes or meditation classes where you're focused on the breathing, and it is something that you do automatically. It is one of the most habitual things that you do because your body is automatically doing that. So if you're tying in the breathing in a focused way and thinking about ocean waves coming in on a beach where it's calm, you know, that nice even waves coming in, stretching out on a nice long beach. Your breath should be the same way. And you're focused on powerful, empowering thoughts, because you're putting those in, and those will start to weed out those disempowering thoughts that aren't serving you, right? Because they can't be there together. They cannot exist at the same time. I've heard some great teachers say, be like watching two movies at the same time. So we're using these 60 seconds to serenity tools to put these empowering thoughts into our mind, into the repetition of our day, and using that to keep ourselves in the calm, serene mind so that you respond to things as opposed to react to them. And one of these powerful affirmations, the daily affirmation of health, I'm holding this up so you can screenshot it if you need to. It's been on, we've talked about it before. It's about focusing on your body and your organs and the health. It's your body's health and its ability to bring it to a high vibration and keep it there. We have powerful affirmations that the good news is that your life just got a whole lot easier. If you're watching powerful and effective teachers and allowing them to assist you as opposed to watching television or movies that have a bunch of things that you don't want to experience or you wouldn't want to be in that situation. You remove those, eliminate those, and replace it with something like 60 seconds to serenity. And as we are moving into this new year, I'll be sharing more and more of the opportunities that are available to you. But it is a process where we're massaging it in, right? We are putting these tools to work a little bit at a time. If you have just hopped on and you have not done the 60 seconds to serenity, check out the videos posted from all the way from October all the way through. We've done a lot of things. We've done our gratitude list every day. 10 things that you're grateful for. And I am doing mine with my non-dominant hand. We did a non-dominant hand exercise that was specific, not the gratitude. I recommend that as much as you want to do that, if you've moved along and you've been doing the non-dominant exercise, working with that hand that you don't usually write with, and you've pushed through for the past, over the last 75 days or so, you've been doing this exercise where you started with your name, then you put the day of the week, and you put the month, and you put a calendar day, and you put the sunrise and sunset, humidity, the wind. We kept adding things in, right? So you start slowly. Just your name can be a challenge in the beginning as you're writing with a non-dominant hand. And we have, lots of empowering statements. I am healthy. I am happy. I am helpful. The reason that you're doing this is because you are working on yourself, and yourself is the first place that you start. to be effective in the community. And you want to think about, like, what is the why? Why would you be doing this? Why set goals to eliminate bad habits and bring in good habits and make yourself a better person? Why would you do that? Write that down in the journal. If you have been working with a journal, if you're just starting, then put this in your journal and write out your why. You might be able to do that in an hour today. You might be able to start it for 5 minutes and then get going with your day and come back to it. It is not something that you're going to do, you know, most people won't do it right away, all at once. So you're starting this exercise of writing down your why. Just to give you some insight on it, right? The better that you become yourself, the more effective you are for the community, for your family, in the place that you work, in your city, in your community, and it expands out from there. So you're working on yourself. You're thinking about the why. Why are you doing this? The reasons for yourself. You know, whatever those things that you want to spend more time with family and loved ones. You want to travel more. The reasons that you're doing this for yourself, and then also how that can benefit the larger community of a global human family. I mention a lot of times I talk about water and drinking as much water with you can add something if you're interested in stuff to add to your water that's extremely healthy, plant proteins and things like that for energy. Leave me a message. I'll send you information on it, because there's a lot of really good things, and it's nice to incorporate something like that for the beginning of your day and then have more throughout the day. So I'm always happy to help with that. And one of the reasons that I say, you know, water, right, is because we're made up of water. Our body has tons of water, and we just had a very big moon, right? That controls, you see the water behind me here, right? In the oceans, they're affected by how close the moon is and the pull of the moon, right? You notice it, they say that people act differently on full moon, right? Because of that energy is pulling. So the reason that is happening, well, one of the reasons is because your body is made up of water, right? That water inside you is affected. You might notice that when the moon is full, where you can see that big bright ball in the sky like that, that you sleep less, or that you have more energy, or that things seem more active, right? When it's like that, you want to be sure to use your 60 seconds to Serenity tools to keep yourself in a calm, serene mind, so that you can respond if there are people who are made up of water just like you that are reacting to things going on because the high pull of the great big planet out there, right? That, you know, the full moon drives that energy. If people are doing things differently, they're reacting. You can still respond because you have the power of your calm mind. It's a superpower, a calm, serene mind where you have control, and add in empowering thoughts, moving out the disempowering thoughts. And so that's what we've been doing to this point, right? And I keep adding more stuff in here, and we repeat it because this keeps it consistent. The repetition is how you become better at anything. Adding some stuff to read. I'm reading this, The Power of Awareness by Neville Goddard. Part of what the message is in many of the books that I read, right, is that it's act on the assumption that you already possess that which you sought. What is it? Do you want a healthy body? Do you want a healthier body than you already have? Do you want a better source of income? Do you want multiple sources of income? Do you want more vacations? Act on the assumption that you possess this already. Good guitar skills, good some singing, the ability to speak in front of people, the ability to walk on a tightrope, the ability to juggle. I mean, there's so many things that you can choose from to add in, and there's probably things that are calling to you. And if you feel like, wow, I've reached this 2018, here I am seeing other people having goals and setting goals, but I'm not sure. You can take the 60 seconds to Serenity and multiply doing the same thing, the gentle breath, going to the calm mind, putting the empowering thoughts in there, and then taking just 5 minutes. If you need to get up 10 minutes early to be able to do this, then do that. But take just 5 minutes to sit there in a mindful gratitude state of mind, high vibration, right? Working your vibration up to receive insight, because the insight will come to you. And you will suddenly realize that, and I recommend that you have something to write on as the insights come. You have that pen and paper there to write down the insights that come, because sometimes they'll come so quickly, and another one will be coming that you can easily get sidetracked and think, oh, what was the very first thing that was such a great idea? Give yourself that 5 minutes every day to allow the insights to come in. So with that, I'm going to say have a great Wednesday. It's the middle of the week. I'll be hopping on around 7:15 in the mornings here, Monday through Friday, as we're going into this new year, and focusing on helping you raise your vibration, keep your vibration high, become healthier, become wealthier in your health and all of your life, and help you find the things that the goals that you want to set and the things that you want to put into your life. So I'll say peace, love, music. I'm going to hop off. Have a fantastic rest of your day, and I will see you tomorrow.